Forgive.
Oh shit! You can't test me in the music game, I got bare XP. Doing this thing for real. In school, while you was typing up your CV, downloading a Windows 10, bare something absolutely looks free.
So what's up guys, at the King Sun HD here and welcome to my new video, and today I'm going to show you my football equipment because yes, I like to play football. I have been playing football for a couple of years before I even started doing YouTube when I was younger, and obviously throughout the years I've managed to collect quite a lot of clothes, gloves, goalkeeper clothes, and pretty much very important equipment for me to improve my game, to play the sport and play football obviously. Before we actually do, I'm going to change my top. Change my top to this one. This is actually the first one of the my most liked football clothes I have. This is the Nike, the 2010 model. I think this is the one players used to wear, the goalkeepers used to wear in the World Cup in 2010, which is a very nice one. I used to use it quite a long, 2011 and 10 obviously, but then it got too small. But because I lost like almost 13 kilograms, now it fits me much better. So this is the one I wanted to actually use in this video. And then going to go through and show you some of my stuff that I also have. So we're going to do the gloves, then we're going to talk about the boots, some footballs, and we're going to end up with clothes. The shirts that I have, the football shirts I had, that I used to use, and also the ones I'm still currently using. So hope you will enjoy the rest of the video. So we're gonna start with gloves, and the first glove I wanted to show you is the one that I actually missed. I only have one of them. I don't know where the second one is currently, which is such a shame because I actually really like these gloves. And this one is the Roche. I think it's the ergonomic fit Kion HG Plus. These ones are amazing, really nice gloves. I used to have a couple of ones before. I used to have like a blue Adidas ones, and I also used to have, I think, one from Uhlsport. There's one from Uhlsport where we wanted to show you later in this video, but this is the ones I used. I love these gloves, by the way. They have the finger pads inside, so this is very secure. The foam is great, the wrist is very good, and I think this still suits me very well. I think, as you can see, I don't have the biggest fingers in the world, and this is I think this is the size 8 or 8.5, and these ones are really sort of all-rounded, very nice. With the finger you have the protection, which is great, and the foam is really good, very solid. Not the thickest in the world, but does the job fantastically well. As you can see, I have full control, and they are really solid. They really can't get their fingers out the ball. They are just very solid gloves, and I wish I had the second one, because then I probably will not really buy any new ones. But it happens when you probably miss your gloves, which happened to me. And this is the second one I have. This is the Nikes. This is a very regular Nikes, just the Nike Goalkeeper Gloves. Very nice colors, obviously, but they are not really great. These are more of a backup gloves. They have some holes inside, as you can see here. They're just the backup gloves. If for example, someone needs more gloves, or someone wants to use some gloves, I can lend them to them. Or if I don't have, if I miss my previous ones or they get destroyed, I can use as a backup, which is obviously good to have, I guess. But nothing special about that. The grip is terrible. They are not very thick. They have those sides inside, you can obviously bend it, and obviously the strap is pretty good on this. I can't really complain about that. But yeah, other than that, I don't think they're great. They have they're pretty good. They look very nice actually with the long term. As you can see, they really suits my neck shirt, but that's it. They're not really good. They're not really sticky. The grip is pretty crap. They don't hold the ball very well, as I would like to, but they do the job. I mean, they are pretty affordable, and I wanted just to have them as my backup. So the next gloves I want to talk about in this video are my Select gloves. These two, I actually bought them back in 2015. Pretty decent gloves, I will not say they're bad. but they are a bit old. I mean, so this is the issue with most of my gloves, that they currently have a lot of holes. As you can see, they're not really that useful anymore. This one especially, a big hole inside, is getting like a lot of rips, and it's getting just in worse and worse condition. I also stopped to wash them badly, because I had like an issue with my gloves that they got destroyed, and I was wondering why is that coming so very quickly. But I washed them a bit wrong before. That was the big issue I also had. I mean, the gloves are not gonna be forever, because they are used, and obviously they are getting older, and you cannot use them for like many years, but at least for a season or 1 year or 2 years of use. And these ones are example of it. I use them, they are pretty good as well. They have the finger straps as well, so the finger like a plats inside, so they're pretty good, very solid, but they're a bit small. I think this is size 8, and I should have 9 of these, because they are a bit too small. I feel my fingers are already like up here, should be a bit bigger, but it's a pretty good punch. Obviously the pads inside, they are really hard, and the strap is also pretty decent. But it's getting destroyed, as you can see here. It's getting in a bad condition. So the gloves not gonna last for much longer. But I play some like a school tournament with these gloves. I use them like in school tournaments and some trainings. They're pretty decent. I wouldn't say they are bad, but they are not the best of grip. And as I already said, they are a bit small. I should have a little bit bigger gloves, and the grip is not the greatest either. These were never a gloves with a good grip. The grip is not the best in these gloves, but they are pretty strong, and they have the finger protection, so which is something I really like in having gloves, because my fingers are not the biggest but also not the strongest. So it's nice to have a bit of those pads inside to make them more comfortable, so that the ball just don't destroy your fingers and you not get necessary injuries. So that was the gloves number 3. The gloves number 4 are the ones that really disappointed me, unfortunately. These are the Solo Porteros. I think that's how you call it. These on paper look great. They cost quite a lot of money. I think this cost like 700, 600. I bought them for like 330 euros. I mean $30, I think. And they really look good on paper. They had the shin, there was pads inside the fingers, which is something I really wanted. And they had like a very good foam, a very thick one, and they also had like in the middle of the thumb, like a very good covering, and they obviously look just very solid, very like comfortable to use. But then there have been 2 issues. The first one was that they are a bit too big, because these were the only size that were actually on the discount, on the sale, and these were size, I think this one is 10.5. And these are too big, unfortunately. And the other thing I had is, as you can see there, I washed them a couple of times in hand, and they got really quickly destroyed. As you can see, they lost quite a lot of colors on them, and they also are, see the latex pretty much gone in the wrist, which is a huge disadvantage, especially if you want to catch the ball, because these are not pretty much useful anymore if you have like big hole like this in the middle of your wrist. It's not definitely a thing that also should have, but the biggest problem I had, that was the second time I think I used these gloves, and as you can see, the strap, it already got destroyed by second use. I used these gloves 2 times and I already got this. I wanted just to make it a bit harder on my wrist, and suddenly this one just fell apart. As you can see, it's pretty much gone, and I have no idea how this managed to survive. I have pretty much no clue, but I just wanted to wrap them. I mean, just wrap them all on my wrist, because as you can see, they are too big. They are pretty big gloves, and I have to stretch them down even more. And then I just wanted to drag this to make it a bit more like sharper on the side, but I mean more tight. But they were just this thing is just gone pretty much. As you can see, it's pretty much ripped. And these gloves are a big disappointment in my opinion. I really liked them at the beginning. The couple of times I used them were pretty good, but after some time I really didn't like them too much. They were just too big. The fingers are like pretty much nowhere near the end, the edges, and I have to like wrap them really low on my wrist to even like use them at all. And these are, as you can see, the foam is great. The grip is also very good. But the grip is now gone pretty much because of the holes in the wrist. This is a very important part to have these on place, and they're not pretty much not existing. Pretty good punch as well, I have to admit. Solid punch. And they're pretty soft as well. I really think they're pretty soft gloves, and they have been pretty good for the times I actually used them. But as already said, they are already broken because the wrist is like the strap is gone. The pads are pretty good, but they're a bit too big, and the foam is pretty much, the latex and the foam is pretty much destroyed, so can't really use them that much anymore. But definitely a glove I enjoyed in some parts. Definitely the gloves I would recommend for you to try if you want, at least save for a budget. But I think there are better gloves out there. Definitely Uhlsport, Adidas, Nike, Puma. I think there are better brands. Even Roche is one I really like a lot, and I think all of them are better than the Solo Porteros. And this is a disappointing thing, to be honest, because from what I heard, they got 4 stars out of 5, and for me, they're not 4 out of 5. These gloves are the Adidas Ace Trans Klima. They're really good. These gloves are absolutely fantastic. Possibly the best gloves I have pretty much used all my life. But I'm not gonna lie, I had to get a bit used to them because they are a bit different from the other gloves I used. Very similar in looks to the newest Predators that actually come out, and the ones I think they are a bit newer than these ones. But this one is so amazing, like very good glove. Have a couple of disadvantages. The one is that they don't have any pads, but none of these gloves and many gloves don't have the pads, and obviously that's I mean, you can't have everything inside a glove, come on. But they are absolutely fantastic, I have to admit. Very comfortable, possibly some of the best I have pretty much used, and very similar to the Predators, as I already said, but they just feel like you don't have any gloves. They're really tiny, as you can see. The fingers, they're really sort of suited to your hand. It pretty much feels like you have like a second hand. You don't really have like a glove, you have a hand, extra hand helping you, covering the bow, covering your hand obviously, and they are extremely good. And a bit used, as you can see there, they already have a couple of holes inside this, which is obviously a little disadvantage. The grip is not as good as it used to be from the beginning, but the thing about them is also that I didn't actually buy them, I found them. Someone left them on the pitch. There is no name on these gloves, because if there was a name I would definitely send them to the person that missed them. But someone left them and I took them because I think they were laying there for many weeks and stinked hell of a lot, so I have to wash them. But they are really good. As you can see, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, extremely comfortable, very nice colors, but pretty much the gloves I have to get used to a bit as well, because I'm always used to have like a big glow on my hand, like the covering, have like a big covering on your fingers. But this one, pretty much, you feel like you don't have any gloves. Like, look at them, how amazing the fingers are. You pretty much, you do everything with my fingers. Very comfortable to use. I think they are one size too big. I wish I had them in size 9.5 or 10. These ones are 11s, so these are pretty big actually. But the strap is also great. The wrist, as you can see, that this is very long, like a wrist, and you can bend them how you like. Pretty much you can just wrap around it just like that. I mean, as you can see, this one sits very well, and the grip is great. It used to be a bit better before, and the grip is not the best on the market, but it's definitely a very comfortable grip. You can just you do everything you want with these gloves. Very comfortable to use, as I already said. You feel them, you feel the ball in your hand, pretty much that's what you get. The foam is not the greatest, I think, but they are really comfortable, as I already said. Sits very well on my hands, as you can see. They're just, the wrist is just so fantastic. It's such a long rib, but it's just so good. It's really, you can really customize how you want to have them. As you can see, there is their Adidas logo, and they look fantastic. And probably this could be one of my favorite gloves I ever used. As I already said, super comfortable, very good grip. If I take some water on it, the grip is obviously better. If I spit on them as well, the grip is good, but I think it's not as good as it used to be. I think they used to be a bit better before. But as I already said, they are absolutely fantastic. And if I recommended you to, and if you want to have these or Predators, I would definitely recommend you to buy one of these two. And yeah, for me, probably these ones are some of my favorites I have used so far, and ones I really recommend you to try out. And the last pair today are these ones. These are the fresh new gloves that I already ordered 1 week ago, and these are the Uhlsport Bionic Frame Shock Zone Uhlsport gloves. And I ordered them last week, and I got them this week on Thursday. And they are really looking good. I heard a lot of good things about them. And this one I actually never used before. So this one, the newest ones I bought, have been a big discount. So I really wanted to get my hands on them, because I wanted to have new gloves with like a better foam, a bit better with the fingers. I really wanted to have these pads back, and this one have them. And this one are absolutely fantastic. Very aggressive yellow color. But they are very good. I heard a lot of good things about them on reviews and on YouTube videos and reviews in general. These ones are definitely the ones I should go with and should try ahead. And I really can't wait to use them tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm gonna play some football, and tomorrow is gonna be the first day I'm gonna use them. So I'm very excited for that. And yeah, I'm just gonna wrap them on my hands and tell you more about them. And yeah, because I really wanted to have a new glove, especially my that is my glove, because the Adidas obviously are the gloves I used most, but they are not mine. So I want to have my glove, my personal one that I purchased, and I got these ones, and these ones seems to be the most recommended ones, so I went with them because they also were a big discount from Uhlsport. Shout out to Uhlsport for fantastic delivery and very good products, and obviously really good prices as well, because they have a lot of discounts, and Uhlsport is definitely a site I will recommend you to check out. I will leave the link in the description below. And these are the gloves. So these are the Uhlsport Bionic Frame Super Soft Shock Zone, whatever you like, gloves from Uhlsport. And they are really comfortable to use. They are not that flexible, in my opinion, as the Adidas ones. I can still move my fingers very easily, of course, but I think the Adidas are the best. But that's why you get the Adidas if you want to have like a very tiny, very skinny gloves. This one are a bit bigger. The foam is great. The foam is actually pretty big, very comfortable, and I heard it's very good latex material. Uhlsport are obviously known for having great gloves with great grip. And these are not the other ones. These are not the Aquas, the other ones that are also on the market, because these ones, as you can see on the screen, have the best grip. But this grip is fantastic as well. It's a latex, very comfortable and pretty thick as well. As you can see, it's not that very tiny. It's actually pretty good grip, and pretty large latex, so they give you a great covering and great protection and great grip. But what I loved about them is the pads. I think this is the bionic frame thing with these gloves, that they have like a very like a pads inside inside the fingers, going all the way down to the wrist pretty much. And these are also giving you much more comfortable punches. The punches in these are apparently absolutely fantastic. Some of the best punches you can do with these gloves, and they're really comfortable. You feel them on your hands, you feel very secure, and that's why I really wanted to have a gloves that have the pads inside, but also pretty flexible, that I can use a lot of things I can do a lot of things with them as well. These were the recommended ones, and they look fantastic. They look great, I have to admit. With the colors, I really like the yellow color, but they also are great with the finger protection. Really comfortable grip and movement of the fingers, even though you have the pads inside them, and they feel really comfortable. I think the latex is great in them. I tried that a couple of times with the bow, and they really felt very good. and the grip seems to be fantastic, and I can't wait to give you more information about them tomorrow. And yeah, they are really nice, looking great, very comfortable, great wrist, really, like very flexible. I can move my wrist around very easily, and they feel really good. So so these are the newest ones I have from Uhlsport, and I really can't wait to use them for tomorrow, and hopefully they're gonna fulfill my expectations. That's what I wanted to say with these gloves. Uhlsport Bionic Frame, super soft.